You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, serving Pinella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Somerdale, and Stratford. Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the Whitehorse Pike in Somerdale.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sterling High School. Sterling TV19 presents high school boys basketball. The Sterling Silver Knights going against the Woodbury Thunder and Herd. Sterling coming in at 9-8, 2-3 in the conference, and Woodbury struggling at 3-12, 1-4 in the conference. And we are going to meet the Sterling starters.
Miles Williams, senior, Somerdale Park School, Somerdale, New Jersey.
Gavin Clark, senior, Somerdale Park, from New Jersey.
Candace Aguilera, senior, Somerdale Park, Willingboro, New Jersey.
Antoine Arnett, junior, Somerdale Park, Somerdale, New Jersey.
Javon Johnson, junior, A&A Mullen Middle School, Somerdale, New Jersey.
Sean Kazaneski, junior, Yellen School, Stratford, New Jersey.
Henry Kern, junior, Yellen Middle School, Laurel Springs, New Jersey. Amin Hines, junior, Memorial Middle School, Willingboro, New Jersey.
Jimmy Zingaro, sophomore, Samuel's Yellen School, Stratford, New Jersey.
Mike Ermel, sophomore, Laurel Springs Elementary School, Laurel Springs.
Jaden Johnson, sophomore, Magnolia Elementary School, Somerdale.
Jeffrey Ryder, sophomore, Area Community Christian Church School, Blackwood, New Jersey.
And there you look at the Colonial Liberty with Haddonfield at the top at 15-2, followed by Haddon Heights 13-3, then West Stepford 11-5, Sterling at 9-8, and then there's Audubon and Collingswood rounding out the pack in the Colonial Patriot standings, or Liberty standings. In the Patriot standings, it's Overbrook at the top at 11-4, followed by Haddon Township, Lindenwold, Paulsboro, and Woodbury, and Gateway at the bottom.
Pretty interesting that, you see Woodbury 3-12 overall, Kevin. It's kind of a, you almost have to double take that. You're so used to seeing them with the record the opposite this time of year.
I agree, and really don't have a whole lot of size out there. That's the other thing, and just visually looking at them, it sticks out to you.
Arnett, yes. Antoine Arnett opens the scoring for Sterling. Nice little mid-range jumper, and the Sterling's on the board 2-0.
And you could see they had two defenders go right to him, but if he can hit that jump shot, it's really going to open up a lot for him.
Drive there by Javon Solomon, no good. Rebound on the floor, falls in the hands of Zingaro. Quiet gym here tonight. For this one, a Tuesday night tilt here between these two Colonial Conference squads. Nice dish there. Beautiful dish. And an easy bucket for Woodbury's 32. Turnover. Easy inbound there for Woodbury, and they're underway. 2-2, almost an errant pass. Zingaro picks it off Arnett. A little too hard to handle, but back out for the Zingaro. Good look from Zingaro. Finds Arnett underneath the basket for two.
Nice job, those guys working well together. Had that one pass went a little bit far, but then got the ball back to Jimmy Zingaro that he found Anton Arnett with a nice little pass.
Stop, pop, and a airmail there by Solomon, but an easy putback there again for 32, whose name is not on our sheet.
No, and I believe
may have had a jersey switch. We'll check that out at.
I believe 23 is Brandon Moy. I know we had him in football, and yeah, I'm positive that's Brandon Moy.
Zingaro finds Arnett down low. Thought about the three, foul down low. Good look again. Back-to-back trips down the floor by Zingaro.
And Sterling, right, just, they're getting the ball down low to Anton Arnett because you've got a mismatch there in a lot of different ways. And the first look is with the size, but Arnett is just so quick off his feet. He's got a quick first step, but down low, you definitely can have an advantage. And Arnett is somebody who can hurt you from the outside, inside, and he can run the break and finish the break.
6'4" Antoine Arnett here in the opening 2 or 3 minutes of this game. Right, glad you joined us here on Channel 19. Rob Strauss, Kevin Schulz, and a foul as the drive by Jabron Solomon is interrupted by a reach-in foul by Miles Williams. Moy inbounds. Picked off by Zingaro, and here comes Javon Johnson. Williams in the corner for Arnett. Cross court, Zingaro wide open for three. Leaves it just short. Arnett can't get the putback, and here come the Thundering Herd. Solomon all the way coast to coast, gets it to drop, ties the game.
And Solomon, only a freshman. That was a mature move for a freshman, being under control on that fast break and really finishing in a big way. Great body control there by Solomon.
Look down low again for Antoine Arnett to get the assist to Jimmy Zingaro.
Yeah, good no look by Zingaro to Arnett, who again just gets up and over everyone.
8-6 Sterling. And a reach-in foul. Miles Williams again. Or excuse me, they're going to give that one to Arnett. That's his first, team second.
And this is a younger Woodbury team. Look for Sterling to really execute that defensive trap. I don't know if I say younger, but I think they have a decent amount of guys that are playing for the first time at the varsity level.
Corner three on the way, too strong. Rebound to Ermel, who's just checked in the game for Sterling. Sterling looking to push the pace here. Zingaro, no look past Ermel in the corner for three. And it hits the stanchion behind the basket, and it will be Woodbury basketball. 4:13 remaining here in the first.
Well, you saw Solomon on that fast break finish and have a nice body control move to the basket, but then you kind of saw the freshman come out on him there on that last shot, just kind of didn't set his feet, threw it up there, and you saw the air ball.
Zingaro with a block. They're going to call a jump ball. We'll stay here. Sterling entering this game 9-8 overall, 5-5 in the conference. Right middle of the road there in that Liberty division. See if they can string together some W's down the stretch as we approach playoff time. Another seeding meeting's coming up pretty shortly. Nice look ahead for Ermel. Ermel pump fake, and he's fouled by Javon Solomon. He'll go to the line.
Well, that's a good job of Ermel, knowing that the pump fake is going to get the defender off his feet and ultimately give him a better shot to draw the foul, and he gets himself to the free throw line.
Second foul on Solomon. Javon Solomon, that is. Jabron also into the game. First trip to the line for Mike Ermel tonight. And the first points by somebody other than Antoine Arnett for Sterling.
And of course, Ermel came into that last game, as he has done a lot of games and has had an immediate impact. One of our stars of the game on the last Channel 19 game. Probably, we said, Rob, their best game of the year against Haddon Township. And Ermel really did it all. Hit from the outside, defended, finished on some fast breaks, and really showed a lot of promise here for a sophomore.
Sterling going with a half press here. Nice drive, little floater there. Nice strong rebound by Gavin Clark, goes off the hands of Zingaro down low, and will stay Woodbury basketball. 3:35 left to go in the first.
Yeah, you're seeing people just bounce off of Gavin Clark. He's just got that physicality down in the low post that obviously Woodbury can't match up with.
10-6 Sterling. Another good contest coming up for this boys basketball team later on this week as Pennsauken comes to the Castle. We'll have that one for you on Friday night, right here on Channel 19, and also streaming live on YouTube as well.
Arnett wisely resets things.
Javon Johnson traveled, took one too many steps there, and Miles Williams going to check it back into the game, replacing the aforementioned Javon Johnson.
And Johnson had room down there. That was a real nice bounce pass by Anton Arnett. Got there, but Johnson a little over anxious.
Backcourt violation. Official right on top of that one, right in front of us. Easy call there for the official. No argument for Woodbury. Ermel. Patient set down the floor. One of the rare times we can say that with this Sterling team. Zingaro launches a three, leaves it short, almost gets the hometown roll, but they get the hometown offensive rebound. Now Williams fires a three, well long.
Probably wouldn't have been a bad idea there, Rob, to kind of reset, come back out again, but Williams saw that three opportunity. And you mentioned the patient set. That was, and we said the last game.
Take a look at Justin Behringer, a history teacher here at Sterling, also had a heck of a run with this Woodbury team 2 or 3 years ago and took them all the way to the Group 1 final, I believe.
Yes.
And had a great run. Also, Coach Hiltner there, coached this boys basketball team several years ago. And two coaches with a pretty deep resume right there in that shot. So
Bill Hiltner with 500 career wins.
Mr. Behringer also a graduate of Woodbury High School, so that had to be something special for him, being able to go back to the school where he was so successful. As another hit by Arnett. Arnett has 10 already. Well, that's got to be awesome to go back to your high school where you graduated from and carry on the tradition that you had so much success with as a player, and then go back as a coach and do it. That's got to be...
Did an outstanding job with that team. And I think the most impressive thing was how he was able, as we look at the replay here and the shot by Williams. But
get some highlights from this game, every game here on Channel 19, right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/Sterling TV 19. Game highlights, other random events here, the student-driven events, all sorts of great stuff on YouTube/Sterling TV 19.
Rob, you mentioned about them having some patient half-court sets, and that was the one of the big things that stood out, and that was impressive in the win against Haddon Township. And it, you know, is something they wanted to build on. You know, Coach wanted to carry that through, so it'll be interesting to see how well they do that in this game on a consistent basis.
Sterling doubling up Woodbury right now, 12-6 under 1 3/4 minutes remaining here in the first. Zingaro almost thought about the steal. He's got to be careful. That aggressive defense has gotten him in some foul trouble before. Shot somehow drops for Moy.
Yeah, Moy just was a little off bounce to the outside. Kind of just threw it up there, but it found the bottom of the net.
Arnett for 3. Why not? He has 10 of Sterling's 12 points. He's the only Sterling player to have a field goal in this game. The other 2 points came from Ermel at the free throw line.
And you saw that slow motion replay of Moy.
Ermel, had he connected with that, probably would have put that right in Sterling's bench.
If you remember, Moy in football ran a kickback and had another touchdown. Both were called back from penalties.
Good look down low and a foul from behind on Arnett. That's his second, team's 4th.
Nice ball movement by Woodbury, who's having a tough season, but are definitely hanging around in this game.
Javon Johnson going to check back into the game for Antoine Arnett. Mentioned football, Schulze. The Thundering Herd have one of the nicest press boxes for their football field in all of South Jersey, in my opinion.
Heated.
Heated too,
which is good for us.
West Deptford's a close second.
Yeah.
Javon Johnson all the way to the rack on the pass from Mike Ermel.
Well, that's what you do. You know, you keep the ball on the outside, move the ball around, good half-court set, and you're going to get people out of position. And Johnson took advantage of it.
Sterling coming into this game, their last 5 games, winners of 3 of their last 5. Only losses coming against Williamstown and Lindenwold. Woodbury in a struggle right now, obviously. Well, head-to-head, Sterling leads the head-to-head series 11-9. Again, Sterling only sees this squad once a year.
Here's your cupcakes from Patty and Kirk.
I want to give a quick birthday shout out to Kirk as well. Thank Patty for, we got some great cupcakes here for Valentine's Day, but apparently it's Kirk's 78th birthday.
Wow.
Today, so
78. Wow, looks great.
Kurt,
78.
One of our loyal Channel 19 followers here. We take a look at these standings yet again. So once again, happy 78th birthday to Kurt, and thanks again for the yum yum here. As Schul's already diving in, going to sample it.
Tony Marley's.
Sterling 9 and 8.
Another
overall.
loyal Channel 19 follower right there, Tony Marley's. Checking out some basketball. Father of soccer coach Pete Marley's.
And there's the birthday boy right there.
Kurt.
There they are. Not a day over 21.
Right, and they travel around to a lot of different games in the Colonial Conference, even that aren't Sterling games. They just love high school basketball.
And it's great people on top of it, which always helps. Check us out on Instagram as well, at Sterling TV19. Pictures from pregame, halftime, postgame, anything you can think of. We'll have it there for you on our social media site and Instagram, at Sterling TV19. We can't cue up any birthday music for Kurt?
I don't know.
Next year.
Yeah, challenge for the guys.
There you go. Some rock music.
Everybody's got their own version of birthday music now.
Well, Kurt, you set the standard pretty high. Now everybody's got to get a birthday rock music. 14-9 as we enter the second stanza here from Sterling. Rob Strauss, Kevin Schulz.
Jeff Ryder in the game for Sterling.
Ermel, Zingaro, Tummings, Ryder, and Johnson. A different look for this boys team right now. A lot of passing, and here comes a three-pointer on the way. Is good. That's Jeff Ryder's spot right there. He's hit from there a number of times this season, doing a great job there. Hits the first 3 of the game.
And again, a good job running the half-court set, getting the defense out of position, getting Ryder open. Where, like we said, he can be deadly from the outside.
Sterling up 17-9 now, almost come up with a steal. And Aaron's shot there by Moy. Ryder, stutter step, and goes to the hole and takes it. Thought about taking the shot there, but then saw the open lane, took it right to the hole.
We've seen a lot of Jeff Ryder obviously shoot from the outside, but that's a nice, nifty move after getting the fast break pass right along that baseline.
And all of a sudden, Sterling out to a 10-point lead, 19-9. Woodbury going to bring back in Javon Solomon.
We saw Jeff Ryder's 3.
That's Jeff Ryder's sweet spot right there. We've seen him hit a number from that elbow right there.
Yep. And there he is on the layup.
Not sure when the cutoff is for playoff positioning. It's got to be coming up soon. If not, it is the first 16 games, so Sterling is going to go in with an even record at 8-8.
Yeah.
I believe.
So, and somebody had said that they thought it wasn't etched in stone, obviously, but they'd probably get around an 8th seed.
Ryder for 3. Leaves that one short, but an 8 seed secures you a home court advantage,
right,
which we as broadcasters like.
Yep. You never know, there could be upsets here and there.
And that's all you want. You want a comparable matchup there in that first round, 8-9. Even a 7-10 is still doable.
There's an opportunity.
Good passing here by Sterling. Ermel finds himself open down low and a timeout on the floor. Mike Ermel, 4 points, but Sterling out to a 21-9 lead here against the Thundering Herd.
Well, anytime you can pass and limit the dribbling, you get this result. That's just a great job, moving the ball diagonally and ultimately getting the ball down to Mike Ermel, as you see right here with the pass, and again, sensing the defenders up in the air, just went right by him and lays it up.
Cheerleaders doing a great job as always. Flips coming up, I'm sure, sometime in the second half.
And our next TV game or match is Wednesday. That's tomorrow night. That's wrestling. Sterling versus Haddon Township at 6 p.m. I believe that's the senior night for the wrestlers. So they're all excited about that.
Got off to an 8-0 start, the wrestling team did, and then they've had a real great season.
Absolutely.
A lot of good talent on that wrestling squad this year for the Silver Knights. Kudos to Coach O'Donnell, doing a great job.
We had them the other night against a very good Gateway team, and a couple matches just didn't go Sterling's way, and Gateway just kind of pulled away.
So after the timeout, 21-9, 5:53 remaining here in the half. Antoine Arnett on the bench, 2 fouls, but 10 points. You can afford to have him on the bench right now when you have a 12-point lead.
Good anticipation by Andrew Tummings, the sophomore.
To look at this Woodbury team, you have to think that they're young for sure. Well, floater somehow bounces around and in, and it makes it a 10-point lead. Ryder, nice dish down low for Johnson. Count the basket and the foul.
Yeah, you thought for a second as you look at Moya finishing there, but you thought that Ryder was just going to reset the offense, but Johnson never stopped, and Ryder did a good job finding him en route to the basket, and he just finishes and gives himself for the opportunity for the 3-point play and gets it.
5 points for Javon Johnson. Last foul was on Julian Shorts, his first, team's 3rd. Sterling still going with the press here, trying to force some more turnovers. Almost do. Leaves an open path to the basket for Javon Solomon. Nice rip by Ryder, can't get it to fall. Rebound by the aforementioned Solomon. And a whistle and a foul. Should go against Ryder, and it does.
Ryder doing a good job really getting ahead on that fast break. Just wasn't able to finish on this one. As you look at Woodbury, who was able to finish that, showing great body control. That was number 14, Javon Solomon.
Under 5 to play here in the half. Sterling almost traps the Thundering Herd. Now they turn it over to Ermel. Ermel with numbers the other way. Ermel's going to take it all the way for 2.
Kind of played a little bit off Ermel. Thought he was going to go with the bounce pass, but he just sensed he had some room and finished.
Traveling on Solomon. Took one too many steps there. Looked like he was going to go near side with the pass, but then looked in the middle of the floor, and that forced the turnover.
It's a real nice move to the basket.
The down low for Arnett, can't complete the alley-oop. Would have been gorgeous if they connected on that one, and another traveling violation. Back-to-back trips down the floor for Solomon.
Solomon just got kind of caught in between here. And yeah, that was an easy call for a travel, no question about it.
Ermel, foul line jumper, no good. Rebound, Johnson puts it up and in. Javon Johnson, 7 points here in this first half.
And Johnson looks as good as we've seen him look all year right now. Finishing down low, really going hard to the basket. And again, you know, we talked about Arnett, Gavin Clark. Johnson also a guy who can give you an advantage down low.
Ermel almost turns it over. Johnson again down low. He now turns it over, but it goes off of Woodbury and stays Sterling basketball.
Johnson there putting it right back up. Just looks real comfortable down in the low post tonight, and really has elevated his game from the beginning of the year. Saw some playing time last year, but again, it's really come on this year as a junior.
Amin Hines going to check into the game for Sterling. First time we've called his name, I think, this whole season, at least on the Channel 19 broadcast.
Yeah, I think he's gotten in. Not a whole lot, though.
Nice spin there by Ermel, gets it to drop, and Mike Ermel having himself a nice night here.
And the impressive thing about what Ermel did there was that he kept the pivot foot. You know, a lot of times you'll see that, you get called for the travel, but he kept the pivot foot and finished. Sterling napping a little bit on that one down the other end.
Ryder has it blocked by Javon Solomon. That wasn't even close.
There you see Mike Ermel with that spin move going to the basket.
Javon Johnson, and again, another strong move to the hit, to the dish, can't get it to fall. And here come the Thundering Herd the other way. Solomon fouled. They called a foul on Amin Hines, his first. Team's 6th foul. And that will send Javon Solomon to the line. First trip to the free throw line tonight for Woodbury. Henry Kern checking into the game for Sterling right now. And Mike Ermel going to get a nice round of applause as he exits the game. Exits the game with 8 points.
As always, comes in and just has an instant impact. That's what Mike Ermel again gave this Sterling team.
Under 3 minutes to play, Sterling leading by 14. Williams for 3, yes.
Miles Williams left wide open and makes Woodbury pay for it. Had plenty of time to just set the feet and let her fly.
Drive by Woodbury, Aaron shot, no good, rebound to Williams. Williams looked up, looking for Ryder, and here he's going to keep it himself. Crossover dribble. Jeff Ryder for Amin Hines, back out to Williams. Williams, jump step, circus shot, doesn't fall.
That was Miles Williams' highlight play. That was an unbelievable play to the basket. Shame he wasn't able to get that to fall, but boy, that was one heck of a move.
Two minutes left to go here in the first half. Sterling leading 33-16.
Seems like a long quarter. It was.
I agree.
A lot of, I guess, a lot of drives to the basket, fouls, a lot of stoppages.
Shifty, Brandon Moy, he's quick. He can move.
Yep.
Picked off by Solomon. He's got an easy path to the basket. Can't convert the slam dunk. And a foul by Jeff Ryder. His second. That's team seventh.
If you go for the slam, you better make it count, because there's nothing that irks a coach more than that play.
Clear path to the basket, and all you have to do is lay it up and in. And now you come away with no points. 4-point swing potentially or more for Sterling. Ryder, no. Rebound to Woodbury's Davian Christian. Now the Hurd in transition. Sterling basketball, 1:17 left to go in the half.
Yeah, Woodbury just, you know, they finished some drives to the basket, but just have been a little bit out of control at times, and we see Solomon coming out after that attempted dunk.
Hines, nice dish for Javon Johnson. One of the more quiet gyms we've heard here in quite some time here tonight, as we're under a minute to go here in the half.
I don't think anything can top that regular season atmosphere of Heights when they came in. We were saying how the gym was just energized, and the noise just picked up as the game got going, and obviously it ended up being an outstanding game.
Nice move there by Javon. Solomon goes right to the rack and converts, and it's now a 15-point lead for Sterling.
Made up for the missed dunk. Partial.
Williams. Hines gets lucky there, and Zingaro is going to reset everything. Hines. Javon Johnson from the corner, no good. Rebound to Woodbury, and here they come. Trailing by 15 with 15 to go.
Boy's got some quickness, no question about it. So come up here, change gears. I know if you see this layup by Solomon. Good awareness of where he was in relation to the basket. Quickness, switching hands while he's in the air.
5 seconds left to go in the half. Sterling's going to have to hurry. Williams pumps it up at the buzzer, leaves it short. Impressive first half from Sterling. Antoine Arnett, 10 points. And the bench players chipping in as well. Javon Johnson, 7 points, and Mike Ermel with 8. Break down this first half, get ready for the second half. Sterling leading this one 33-18. You're watching live coverage of Sterling boys basketball right here on Channel 19 and YouTube. We're back right after this.
Hey, how was the game?
It was great. We won.
I'm sorry I missed it.
It's okay. You can check out all the highlights on Sterling TV 19's YouTube channel.
Oh, wow, really? All right, I'll check it out then.
Bye.
Good, good, good. What do you got there?
Sterling leading the Thundering Herd 33-18 after the first half, and it's been all Sterling from the jump, doing a great job here tonight as we take a look at our leading scorers in that first half. And Antoine Arnett had a quick 10 points, got into some foul trouble, but he's leading the way with all scorers. 10.
Yeah, and Mike Ermel comes in the game, gets you 8. Johnson with 7. All those guys looking real good. Solomon on the other side with 5. Smith with 5. And Moy, a couple drives at basket with 4. Only foul troubles are Arnett with 2, Ryder with 2, and Solomon on the other side has 2 for Woodbury. But I would say a solid effort in the first half by Sterling when you compare some their other games this year. But you know, they worked their half-court set. They finished well, got the fast break going at times, and you see Antoine Arnett, the leader of this team, and obviously the leading scorer, got things going with that jump shot to the outside. So Sterling got their offense in a lot of different ways, and that's always a good thing to see. And from different people.
And anytime you can spread that offense around, like you mentioned, that's what you want. You want that depth. You just don't want that one person scoring, responsible for 90% of your scoring. You like to spread that ball around a little bit. Underway here at Sterling High School. Glad you joined us here on Channel 19, YouTube across the world. Rob Strauss, Kevin Schulz. 3 broadcasts here on Channel 19 this week. Wrestling coming up, as well as another boys basketball tilt on Friday as
busy time of the year.
Yep, Pennsauken comes to town. That should be a great game here on Friday night. Nice steal here by Javon Johnson. Goes behind the back, 1-on-2. Wants to take it all the way himself. He's fouled. Brown Solomon was giving chase. And he picks up the foul. His first, obviously team's first. Set design play to Antoine Arnett off the inbound, and he has his first bucket since the first quarter.
You know you're dominant if you get the alley-oop, miss it, just jump right back up, get your own rebound, and make it. That's dominance down low.
Smith gets the offensive board. Now Javon Johnson having himself a nice night, but it's ripped away by Solomon. Solomon has it blocked away.
Tough going through those 2 guys, Ermel and Gavin Clark.
3 from the corner is good by Solomon. First 3 of the game for the Thundering Herd, and they trail by 14.
Yeah, most of the Thundering Herd's points, Rob, have been off the drives to the basket.
Wow. Gavin Clark down low, finds Zingaro for Ermel. Everybody passing on these somewhat open shots here. Ermel for Clark. Clark's fouled. He'll go to the line. This is something I don't think we've seen all year from this team.
And I'm not going to surprise or shock anybody with this, but their key to success, I think, is through ball movement. And Rob, you said at the halftime, getting everybody involved, and you saw that right there. You know, everybody had their hand on the ball. More passing and dribbling. That's something I think any coach likes to see.
First miss from the free throw line tonight for Sterling. They were 5 for 5. As Gavin Clark, talk about dominant football players out there this year. Gavin Clark was a force out there for the Knights on the gridiron. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And did they give him a, is there a lane violation? Why is he getting 3?
Yeah, it must have been. We missed it.
Nonetheless, now Sterling's still a perfect 7 for 7 from the line. instead of 6 of 7. We'll take it. Look down low, Smith can't handle it. Was open momentarily. Update from across the way down Route 54, I believe that is, and the girls basketball team trailing at the half, 23-19. Woodbury leading the Patriot division, so interesting score update from Woodbury tonight.
Yeah, and a very good Woodbury girls team. You know, just as surprising as I think you're looking at a boys team coming in here with a losing record is the success that the girls team has had. Not usually one of the better teams in their conference.
Walked away by Ermel as Antoine Arnett all the way to the rack and scores it. 14 for Antoine Arnett.
And again, one of those ones for obviously you might be thinking about the slam, but Arnett did the right thing by just getting the 2 points.
Wonder if he learned anything from Jabron Solomon's drive earlier in that second quarter. And almost another steal by Johnson.
Johnson's played, he was one of the guys that played well also in that Haddon Township game. Really looking good tonight, good on defense, good on the drives to the basket.
Arnett trying to create some room down low and scores it. Very similar to the way you started off that first quarter. He's starting this second half here, 6 straight points. Straight field goals anyway, and a timeout on the floor. Strong move to the basket here.
Yep.
He's got to be flirting with 1,000 points.
Yeah, but well, I think he didn't play much as a freshman. You're right. He's got to be. I'd say he's probably like in the 800s right now.
So he's got an outside shot
this year. Yeah, yeah.
Shout out also to Andrew Levito, one of our graduates from several years back, checking us out on YouTube.
College of New Jersey, right?
Yep, I believe so.
Andrew, a great kid.
Loved being on the broadcasts,
yep.
And did a great job. I know he's a big Patriots fan, and I'm sure it must be weird watching a Super Bowl without Tom Brady in it, so we're sorry, not sorry for you there, Andrew.
Yeah, we feel so bad. And that was sincere.
Mr. K sends his regards as well. Just a little bit of sarcasm, not
Only
much.
A little.
Not much. Blocking foul, and it will be charged to Antoine Arnett, and that's his third. Even though Sterling's leading this game by 20, I've mentioned this a couple times, not a lot of energy here tonight, even though it's a weird feeling in here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. What we were saying, the second quarter seemed to just drag.
Inbound, Solomon back up top. Receives a return pass, now wide open for 3 in the corner, is left short. Clark battling for the rebound there with Christian, and they'll call a jump ball, it'll be Sterling basketball. Javon Johnson gonna check back into the game. And Gavin Clark is going to take a break. 20-point edge here for Sterling. This Woodbury team 3-12 on the season, not obviously where they want to be, and unfamiliar territory for this Woodbury team, as traditionally they are a powerhouse. Antoine Arnett slams it home. What an explosion to the basket for Arnett.
A combination of going up over everybody and through everybody.
I didn't think he had room.
I didn't either.
I think that took everybody by surprise. Open 3 on the way is no good. Offensive rebound to Solomon, who gets it to fall. Solomon, all 5 points for the Thundering Herd here in this second half. Ermel, foul line jumper. Nothing but air, but it will be Woodbury basketball.
And we're going to get a real good look at this slam off the drive, just elevating, man, going up and finishing strong. Wow. And that's, you know, one thing I think Anton Arnett has proven. He's gotten stronger this year. He's playing with a lot of confidence.
Zingaro gonna take it all the way himself. Nice look for Javon Johnson. A lot of nice dishes tonight for Jimmy Zingaro. And Javon Johnson has been on the receiving end of at least a couple of those. Javon Johnson all the way, lays it in. Sterling on one heck of a run right now. 14-5 run here in this second half.
Feeling good, getting everybody involved, and Woodbury team to show them why they're having a tough year. Nice play right there, but they've definitely struggled in a lot of ways. I think only had the 1 3-pointer, really haven't hit well from the outside.
Two and a half remaining here in the third. Sterling out to a comfortable 22-point lead. Trying to find Arnett. There's an open moment, like for a split second. I think they saw him just a little too late. Sterling defense suffocating the Thundering Herd right now. Ermel, open path to the basket, finds Arnett. And it's swatted away. Don't say that too often by really anybody that's taking on Sterling. And just
boy, there it is again.
Elevation.
Yeah. And he's so quick off his feet, too. I don't know if the defenders felt like he had room to do what he did right there.
Ermel for three. No good. Rebound to Woodbury. I think you might see, should this score continue in this fourth quarter, you're probably going to see a lot of the reserves for Sterling in that fourth quarter.
I'm sure.
We see this, we talked about this with the girls team quite a bit, as they've been on the winning end of some of those double-digit margin victories, get a chance to get some of those younger players in, the Brianna Reds of the world, the Maddie Kleins of the world. Get them some valuable varsity experience. Might help you down the stretch.
Yeah, and then that last game against Gateway was nice because, I mean, they got in some games like in the last minute, but they got significant time. And in talking to a couple of girls, they said it was a lot better because when you only get in that last minute, you have a limited amount of time, you're nervous, but they knew they had an extended amount of time in that game, and it really showed in the way they played. It was a good thing to see, and a lot of the starters like seeing something like that.
Tummings tries to take it to the hoop, gets it rejected. Zingaro for three, nails it. Jimmy Zingaro, his first basket of the night is a triple.
Nothing but net. Good ball movement. Found Jim along that baseline. You see him go out here and just unloaded it.
Foul was on there. Tummings, his first, team second. Davion Christian to the line. Leaves the first one off the front of the rim. Woodbury 2 of 6 from the line tonight as a team. And Sterling going to bring in Jaden Johnson.
That's a telling stat that a team that drives to the basket only has been able to get to the free throw line 6 times. And you know, you talked about young guys and not having a lot of varsity experience. That's one thing that varsity experience gets you. It gets you that ability to have the body control to either finish or get to the free throw line.
Tummings fouled. He will go to the line with 62 seconds left to go in the third.
And to that, you see Sterling with Tummings, who's only a sophomore, but does a nice job just getting himself where he takes on the body, gets himself to the free throw line. Something Sterling's been doing a nice job at tonight and in the last few games.
Cummings rattles one home for get on the score sheet. 68% free throw shooter. And one more on the way for the sophomore. And he hits it. 1 minute remaining here in the third. Sterling, a comfortable 27-point lead. Three is good from the near side for Woodbury.
Is that their second three, I think?
Yes, it is. Arnett all the way to the rack. Antoine Arnett, 10 points in this quarter alone, 20 overall.
Well, that's what happens when you come out and try and guard him close. A smaller guy, but Arnett just blows past him with a quick first step.
Same spot, same result for Woodbury. Back-to-back threes for number 3.
Yeah, we've got a three-point shooter in our hand.
Sterling turns it over. Laying it up and in is Javon Solomon.
Solomon major with the layup this time. One eye on the defender, one eye on the coach over there.
Arnett hits it at the buzzer, and why not? 12 points in the quarter, 22 overall. For Sterling's leading scorer, they lead this one 56-33 as we head to the fourth. And take a look at our next TV game. Is going to be about 48 hours from now as the wrestling team coming into play here. They're taking on the Haddon Township Hawks. Game time 6 o'clock, not the 5:30 basketball start that you're used to, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 6 o'clock. We can't call. Can we call wrestling a tip-off? Can we not do that?
I don't think you can hear
I don't think we can. Never mind. We're joined now. Mr. Schulz has given the controls over to the great Justin Barringer.
No, just Justin.
Welcome to the broadcast booth, my friend.
What's going on?
Tell us a little bit about this squad. A young squad. Having some trouble here tonight, but you know this is a team that you coach. You played here.
Definitely.
And tell us a little about your experience back when you were playing here, and also as a coach.
Playing in Sterling. Playing here at Sterling?
Yeah,
playing against Sterling?
Against Sterling,
I was talking to Hiltner just about some of the older guys and who's still around, like Ernest Turner. And, of course, we played in the older gym. So we didn't really play. I think the first year it opened, we played in this gym maybe. But we played over there. And just the battles with, like, Ernest Turner, the Keens. You know, who else was on that team? Was Carson on that team? Yeah, Carson and all those guys. But it was always good, right? Sterling had a little bit of one up on us for a long time when I was in high school. And then as a coach, it was always interesting coming back. You're coaching against the kids you teach, so that was always interesting. But all the guys that are here now, I only know one of them, which is number 4. He was a freshman coming in when I was there. So.
And joined to my left, Justin Barringer, history teacher here, and also a former coach of this Woodbury team. You took this team real far in the tournament.
We did.
The Group 1, you had a heck of a Group 1 run. Some of the memories from that. I know we got a chance to watch you in action, and that team in action. You had an electric team there.
Yeah, we got talent, you know, and you can't win if you don't have talent. You know what I'm saying? So It was fun. It was always electric. The building, I was talking to the head coach earlier, seeing if he likes the gym, the campaign gym over at Woodbury. And he has a little different approach to it than I do. I always like the acoustics in the campaign gym. It was always good. You've been in there before,
Yeah,
right?
oh, sure.
You know, it's got great acoustics, and it's a nice gym, small gym, loud gym to play in. And a nice experience because it's one of the only schools that is detached from the school. Like the gym is not attached to the school, essentially. So it's an interesting experience.
And you get a lot of support from the community. A lot of community members come
yeah.
out, and that helps pack the gym and really creates that almost like a quasi-college atmosphere, which is great. Like almost like a where Duke plays, they play in there.
Well, I was watching the telecast when Tad put on the Woodbury game when I was in high school, and it's funny because I actually saw out one of the parents. Good shot. Kid's shooting the ball well this year.
Jeff Ryder. It's 8 points tonight.
I saw one of the parents, and on the broadcast, one of the commentators says, you know what, the ball hits one of these little kids sitting in the stands. He said, you know what, that one day that kid's going to be a basketball player, inside out, shoot the three. He's going to be a basketball player one day, and then, ironically, I coached that kid.
Oh, get
that
out
was
of here.
on there.
That's
Two
funny.
of the kids that were in the stands I actually coached, so they travel well too, and I'm surprised not to see some of the older guys out here, you know, supporting Woodbury. They love basketball.
Yeah, it's such a great run, and I know we got a chance to talk about it in school a lot, and we were all super proud of the job that you did at Woodbury, even though it's a rival, so to speak, in the Colonial. But anytime we can have one of our own achieve success, that's always a plus. What was the best moment for you during that run?
During that run, another corner three. During that run, one of the best moments, it's hard to think about while I watch this game. I mean, the best moment was going to the rec. When you go to Rutgers, you don't know what, actually it was just, you know, being with the kids and then, you know, kind of believing, and you got a cheer going. All right, we got, who's that, Kalen coming in the game?
Kalen's going to check into the game pretty soon.
Okay, against the zone, try to get a little inside bucket. But just the ride, I guess the whole thing, and then getting up there was a lot of fun.
What are those guys doing from that squad that took you so far? Any updates on how they're doing, what level they're playing at, if they are at all?
Aaron Estrada is playing at a very high level. He's playing really good basketball right now for St. Pete's. What is that? It's North Jersey, but I don't know what city it's in. Jazir is getting some good minutes off the bench at Jefferson. And a couple of guys are trying to walk some teams. Some kids are playing football. Like 2 kids are playing football. And then there we go.
Kalen
all
Cebulano.
smiles. All smiles.
Going to get into the game as well as...
I said we got a little freshman, one of our soccer players. Is he on the roster? Jadis McFadden?
Not
Number
on our
20.
sheet.
Yeah, you got to get him. You got to get him on that sheet, man. Jadis. Kid plays, you know, pretty good AAU basketball. He played on one of the teams that Estrada used to play on. So hopefully he can be a little promising coming up.
Javon Johnson, a strong...
Inside out. There we go, Caleb.
The crowd to our left is really pulling for Kalen there, and a foul. But Javon Johnson had a great night. Ends his night with 13 points. Strong night for him. Had a lot of nice looks from Jimmy Zingaro.
Yeah, Jimmy sees the floor very well, and he can. I see him out there, you know, talking, putting guys in certain positions. He's always looking for the extra pass, and you know, if you got a guard that can knock down those jump shots at the top of the key, or you know, extend people or be a threat, you know, he's only a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
Pretty promising for him.
You've got a chance to see Antoine Arnett's game. Game's leading scorer tonight, 22 points.
What's he averaging on the year?
About, he was 24, 26, somewhere in that range early on in the season. Dipped a little bit, so he's definitely, I think he's around 18.
He's about 18. Okay. So he shot the little foul line extended jump shot fairly well this year. That's kind of been his go-to now from some of the games that I have seen him play. But he can get to the basket, I mean. when he can turn it around, when he's that close to the basket, he can turn the layup into a dunk. That's pretty exciting.
According to our stat sheet, 23 a game.
23 a game?
So he's right on average.
Okay, that's good. I wonder how that fares in South Jersey. So what are they going to run? They're going to run a little duck in to Kalen? No?
Worked with Antoine earlier.
Oh,
they're
throw it up to the big fella.
Let the big man eat.
Let him eat.
And they're going to call jump ball. Sterling basketball, under four to go here.
Here we go. Let's see. 2 times X. Let's see what it is. A little oh no, just seal.
Go up top.
Move him out of the way.
Near side for Jaden Johnson. Henry Kern, nice look down low, can't convert. Kalen Cebollero, no! That did everything but drop.
Come on, go back to him.
That hit every single part of the rim.
You can't buy a bucket, huh?
It seemed like it was on there forever.
Let's see that again.
There it is.
Ah, come on, Coach. We got to do some miking drills in practice tomorrow, Coach. Yeah, George Mikan drill. Left hand, right hand, right? All right, let's see what we got now. Is he still going to try to?
I know
it looks like the same play. Just going to lob it right up to him. Yep.
Kalen Cebollero has it blocked.
Come on, big fella.
Still trying to get his points. Look at the bench. The bench.
Sometimes the easier way may not go out to go back into him. Maybe, you know, try to let him get something. Try to let him get settled in rather than, you know, force it to him.
Coach, do you have a player on your team that everybody just loved, and when they got into the game and they got their first buckets or something like that,
without a doubt,
the bench just went nuts.
You know what? It's because that's the kid that you ask him to do that couple. You know, that's the kid if you ask him to go in for those last 20 seconds to get, you know, one of our guys a break, and then, you know, he works hard in practice but doesn't always see it translate to the game. And then the kids know he works hard, but then when he gets his opportunity, everybody's trying to get him. Yeah. You know, and that's what it's all about. You know?
We saw that earlier in the season when Maddie Klein got into the game for the girls squad, and she got a bucket.
I was at that game. I was at that game.
The smile that she had when she ran the length of the floor is something I will never forget.
Oh, yeah.
She was beaming, and the bench went nuts. Can he find it here? Cebollero? Nope. No, it's going to stay here.
Yeah, that's always great. I saw her. I was working security down at the end, and her face just lit up, and she, you know, she tried to play it cool a little bit with that smile, that grin.
We had many a conversation about that the next day in
study
school.
hall or
no
something.
doubt.
Oh, here we go. The freshman with 3.
Nailed
here we
it.
go. Jaden. That's another one. You know, and that's something about him. The kid worked hard. He started off the season as playing freshman basketball. You know, proved himself. I guess they brought him up to JV, and now the kid's got a varsity uniform. And I would dare say, is that his first varsity basket?
It might be.
You don't got him on the paper yet, do you?
I don't even
have
have
to add him. First varsity basket and a 3. So that's good.
Kern with a block down low, and now here comes Sterling in transition, under 3 to play.
You'll look for him again.
Behind the back, Jaden
behind
Johnson.
the back.
Kern wide open for 3, and he's going to take it.
Off the glass.
I heard him call bank. Cebollero.
Oh, all right, here we go. Let's get it at the free throw line.
Earn it from the line. And you should see the fans to our left. There's a group of fans to our left. I'm assuming it's his friends and family trying to get Kalen his first points here.
He's got to take a little deep breath. He's got all that time, you know, focus, you know, there's no pressure. Just put that in the basket. 1, 2, 3, in the cup. You see here the story when they say Gordon Hayward stepped over the line for Kobe so he can get his 60th. These one Woodbury guys, nah, they wouldn't.
The lefty puts it up.
Come on. Ooh.
And leaves, still looking for it. Almost the offensive rebound. He's got 2.5 minutes left to get on the score sheet. And he'd love to do it here at home. A foul line jumper, no good. Rebound, back to Sterling. Looking up ahead for Tummings. Tummings fouled by Rich Oakley.
Still he was looking for Kalen. Turn around, good court vision. Jadis looking up. Put a little love on that pass.
Kalen was trailing on that, and he Had he dumped it off.
Trail a little wider, big fella. I think he was running down with the middle of the lane. It's a little different given the play-by-play call when you're trying to watch.
It's tough.
It is tough. So what do we say, Strauss? Is he gonna get an offense? I think his point comes from an offensive rebound. Offensive rebound and putback. Which shows what you think.
I'm gonna go.
You think so? We're gonna go with that.
I'm gonna like your George Mike reference.
George Mike, yeah, brother, get to the mic and show us. Here you go.
Another one, no good.
Now he's got to get it on the left side. No, he looks left-handed.
.219 remaining.
Just get it out and swing the ball and then work them again.
Another three almost
from the
had
freshman. You on, Schultz?
Schultz is here.
What's that?
There he is.
I'm here.
Cebollero with a foul. Oh, he'll get on the score sheet that way. That's one way to do it. His first team sixth.
Just move the ball around for him and then let him, let the defense rotate. He can steal somebody on the other side.
It's going to happen.
Left-hand layup, absolutely.
I feel like it's going to happen.
I'm going to say transition bucket.
Transition.
I'm going to go transition bucket.
Okay, all right, I like that. I like that.
Big
fella
let the big man run the floor.
Run the floor.
Remember how awkward it was watching Shaq run the floor? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shaq down low was a beast.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I mean, talk about a guy who could score at will.
When he ripped the basket down,
yeah,
that was unbelievable.
Right, here we go. Let's see here.
He's still smiling. He's working against their big man, Nazir Smith. So it's not going to be a gimme.
Not at all.
Tummings all the way and scores it. Andrew Tummings, 4 points tonight for Sterling.
Speaking of Shaq, some guys, of those NBA centers used to get Shaq flu when Shaq came to town, and all of a sudden get some of these ailments and they're out for the game.
Because you're going to take a beating down there.
Oh, yeah.
Cebollero double teamed.
It's good.
Now Sterling will set up the offense. Out of there. 80 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Cebollero puts it up. And he traveled. The bench is incensed. Miles Williams doesn't like the call.
He's going into the lane. He's got to go. If he's going from right to left, he's left-handed, so he's got to get that little right-handed hook shot going. Right, like you back in the day, Schultz.
You can't defend the hook shot.
The hook.
Yeah. Little Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
What are the odds that it's a hook shot?
Nah,
100 to 1?
No.
You want to lay those odds?
Still keep trying to come back to his left. It's not what you want to do.
Foul
you don't
on the
want to
three-point
foul
attempt.
shooter.
Foul goes against Tummings.
53 seconds left. We still there's
time.
This transition, maybe get it off the rim, push the ball. I'm still going. Fast break. Fast break layup. Oh,
now we're talking.
Ambitious. Ambitious. How many does this kid have? Freshman, huh?
Well, he had the back-to-back triples earlier.
He's their only outside threat, really.
He's him and Solomon kid, both are the only ones that hit, I think, triples out there, right?
Definitely shocking to see these guys. And you guys may have, I wasn't really hearing, you guys may have talked about them coming in with this record, but it's good to see some younger guys.
Oh, yeah.
On the horizon.
They're taking their lumps.
Yep.
Here's that transition bucket. Swing it.
45 seconds remaining. Sterling leading 68-39. They're going to move to
that side. Now he can go into unselfish play, though. Try to be. Sizing him up. The freshman sizing him up. Just run through.
We got Cebollero open in transition. He's triple teamed and surrounded, and he's going to go to the line again.
Listen, I got to go over and work. I got to go over and do some work at the end. Hopefully he gets it.
Just, yeah.
All right, thanks for having me on for 2 seconds.
Always a pleasure.
I'd like to thank Justin Barringer checking in. And Cebollero a chance to get it. Look at the smile. Look at
the place will explode. It'll be the loudest it's been all night if you get gets it.
And he's 0 for 3 from the line. Just watch the bench. Cebollero can't convert. Still looking for it. He's still smiling. Nice spin move by the freshman. Gets it to drop. Promising future for that young man. 10 seconds left to go. Cebollero, foul line jumper, and he's going to go to the line again.
He's going to the free throw line. Man, oh man. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. It's just not right if it doesn't
and now we got some, they're going to throw out Nazir Smith, who did not like the exuberance of trying to get Kalen Cebollero his points, and he's just been thrown out of the game.
Yeah, you hate to see that. And a frustrating night, you know, for obviously Woodbury.
And you know, that's frustrating. I mean, you're down in this one by 25 points. You've been outplayed. I can understand the frustration, but you got to take it out somewhere else, I think.
Sure, right. Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree.
And now the Woodbury head coach getting some instruction from the official that called the technical foul. And Kalen Cebollero to the line. And before they do, the officials are going to have a little gathering. I'm pretty sure that they threw him out of the game.
Yeah, it definitely seemed that way.
Cebollero is going to get at least 2 from the free throw line. And he potentially could be the shooter here for the technical free throws as well.
So he's getting his opportunities.
0 for 4 from the line. The lefty looking for his first points. One more, I believe this is the technical free throw. Off the back of the iron. So now the two teams will get back on the court, 4.5 seconds remaining. And I think Cebollero spotting up for 3 on the left side. And Sterling just gonna let it run down. The crowd doesn't like it, but that's
the other team won it.
the right play there, I think, much to the chagrin of Kalen Cebollero. Sterling wins this one, going away 68-43. We'll be back with the post-game show right after this.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, how was the game?
It was great. We won.
I'm sorry I missed it.
It's okay. You can check out all the highlights on Sterling TV 19's YouTube channel.
Oh, wow, really? All right, I'll check it out then.
Bye.
Yo, that's that girl I was talking about.
Hey, I like your new tattoo.
Hey, when are you gonna post something new?
Sterling wins this one big, 68-43. Antoine Arnett, 22 points, and he is standing by on courtside with Kevin Schulz and our players of the game. Schulze.
All right, who wants to go first? All right, we'll go with the veteran here of TV interviews. Boy, nice. You guys have had your ups and downs this year. It had to feel good. Having a game where you could relax, have a little bit of fun out there. Talk about that and obviously getting everybody in the game.
Yeah, we got everybody wanting the game. We had a tough loss to Williamstown, and so we came in, we wanted a dub, and we wanted to get all our players involved for a nice W.
And a tough loss against a pretty good Williamstown team. And the last game we had you guys on was that Haddon Township game. Has that game been kind of a confidence springboard for you guys? Have you played better since that game?
Yeah, we've been getting all our players involved, so we've been getting a lot of more rotations, so we all got confidence now.
And individually, boy, you're playing with a lot of confidence. Let's walk us through your slam along that baseline.
I saw him come, so I pump fake and went by him, and I just rose up and dunked it.
Now, is that a play maybe last year you wouldn't have attempted? Is that something now you feel confident in to finish that way in such a big play?
Yeah, I've been working out a lot this summer, so I attempted that because I know I got that now, so I could jump. I jump higher and I can finish that.
And it's ironic you said that because that's the one thing we remarked at. You went right through one of the defenders to finish. Do you feel physically stronger this year?
Yeah, stronger than last year, but still got to get a little stronger. Still a little weak, but yeah.
Just eat a lot of burgers.
Yeah, for sure.
Anton, thanks for coming on with us. Great job. And we have Javon Johnson here. You know, we probably could have had you on the last game, but you are a guy who's really come on and improved this year. What's been the key to your improvement?
Just maturing, knowing my role, knowing if I have to step up to score, knowing if I have to play defense more. I'm just here to help the team. I'm not a big stat guy. I'm more of a guy who's going to do the little things to help us win.
Tonight's game showed your confidence in going to the basket, driving to the basket. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, coaches before the game told me they were way smaller than us, so I just took advantage of it, and they told me to be aggressive, so I did, and I just ended up finishing a couple.
You just piggybacked off what they said then.
Yeah.
Javon, thanks for coming on with us, and hey, best of luck the rest of the way. Great game, pal. Hey, you had some opportunities, but it had to feel good getting out there on the floor. Talk about just being out there on the floor, getting an opportunity to play.
Well, first, love basketball. It's always a fun time playing, especially my last year with my friends. It means a lot to me, and just really a joyous moment.
Were you getting a little nervous as the crowd was really getting into it?
Yeah, I'm not really used to that. You know, first year at varsity, a lot of people pump me up like it's a game-clinching shot every time I touch the ball.
Different type of feel. It looked like they were defending you a little hard down there. Talk about that.
Yeah, those guys were had an agenda to try to make sure he don't touch the ball. I heard him say it every time. But, you know, just basketball, nothing that serious.
And obviously you're on the scout team. Do you feel good seeing these guys play, and Anton Arnett in particular? Do you feel like, you know, as a team player, it's great seeing him play, and probably has a little bit to do with how hard you guys work him in practice?
Of course. Antoine, I've been with him since middle school back in Somerdale Park. It's been great to see how he grew and how much time he puts in to be the basketball player he is today. So,
well, Kaylon, you'll get the basket. We feel confident, but you know, there's something to be said for being a great team player, and I think your impact on this team is felt and seen by the way those kids were cheering for you. So, hey, best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on with us. Coach Guys, we're able to kind of relax a little bit tonight, and we talked to the kids about seeing some of these guys who don't play as much get in. As a coach, you have to feel good seeing guys get some time who come to practice all the time. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, that's we always want to make sure that every kid gets an opportunity. Kalen, he's always smiling. I mean, every day of the week, he just smiles. And why are you so happy? He's just, I don't know, Coach. I just smile. But, you know, the fans root for him. Even the opposing teams were rooting for him. So he'll get it one day, I hope.
Yeah.
You know, we got a few more games, and hopefully he can get in and get his first varsity point.
Now, the last time we talked, it was after the Haddon Township game. You're one of your best, probably your best game of the season as a team, and you were hoping that would be a springboard. Has it translated into some better play moving forward?
Not yet, not yet. We're still trying to find actually the right combination. I thought we had it, and I got some scenes that are just not getting it done. So we're going to make changes and go with the younger kids.
Right. Is your team predicated upon good ball moving? Because you saw it a little bit tonight. Is that something?
We all, move the ball and cut. You're going to get easy baskets instead of one pass and shot. So the younger kids have bought in, and then they're going to play.
And again, it has to feel good. And we've talked to you a couple times about the continued development of Anton Arnett. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, he's really leaps and bounds from last year to this year, and the sky's the limit for him. He's just got to stop settling for jumpers when there's nobody out there that can really stop him from driving. But he still needs to develop a jumper and have it a little quicker than it is. But he's coming along. He has really come along this year.
Coach, it was fun watching everybody play tonight, and thanks for coming on with us, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Thanks, Coach. Okay, and we'll take it back to Rob Strauss.
Thank you very much, Schulze. Again, Sterling wins this one 68-43. They moved to 10-8 on the year. Just doing a good job down the stretch here. Next TV game is Wednesday, February 5th. Hard to believe we're in February already, but it's that time. Wrestling this time on Channel 19. The Haddon Township Hawks coming to the Castle. Game time, or match time rather, is 6 o'clock. You can check us out on Channel 19. And if you can't make it, you can always check us out on YouTube as well around the world. I'd like to thank Justin Barringer for joining us today in our broadcast, as well as Kevin Schulz, Tad Kozanski, the entire Channel 19 crew. I'm Rob Strauss. We'll see you on Wednesday for Wrestling Game Time, 6 p.m. Have a good night.